I have been testing out different camera lenses, and this one really makes me look very wide. Hello everyone, and welcome to another card video. Today we are celebrating my friend Sara, and we're celebrating her 5-year YouTube anniversary. 5 years is a long time to be dedicated to making videos. I'm not quite sure how long I've been here. It doesn't matter. But we're celebrating 5 years for Sara. Valentine's Day is coming really soon, and I wanted to take this opportunity to stop talking with my hands. I wanted to take this opportunity to make some Valentines, and I got some awesome new products from My Favorite Things, so I want to make some cards with them and some really thick, chunky glitter. Let's just see what happens. You never know. By the way, there are tons of giveaways and things over on Sara's channel. I don't have the information here, but she has all the information and all the giveaways, but go over there and check it out because free stuff. I have gathered a slew of new products from My Favorite Things, as well as a couple pieces of cardstock. These are from Stampendous. This is really chunky glitter. This is a jar of green, like grass fragmented glitter. I'm going to use this simple Hugs die and cut it out a gazillion times so that I can layer them all together and make a thicker, kind of like a chipboard piece word die. This die is from My Favorite Things. It's called Twice the Hugs, and this is the more printed version. It also comes with a scripty version. And I'm cutting Neenah 110-pound cardstock with my little Heffy Doodle die cutting machine. And I'm doing this a gajillion times. Both of the cards I make today were cut 4 times, so it's 4 layers. I just received this. I ordered it from Ranger. It's 3 different types of texture pastes. This little set comes with transparent gloss and matte, as well as white. We're going to use the gloss today. I'm using the My Favorite Things Heart Extraordinaire stencil. My idea is to create a significant glossy white-on-white heart behind my word die on my card front. And that's exactly what I did, although it's really hard to capture on video and in photography. It looks good in person though. If I made this card over again, I would back that front panel with a piece of chipboard to give it more rigidity. So now I'm going to take all those letters that I cut out and glue them all together. And then I'm going to glue this awesome glitter on there. Some's going to fall off. That's okay. But some's gonna stay on. So first I sorted all of my letters so that it would be easier for me to just quickly layer them. I have this huge jar of Ranger Multimedia Matte and a paintbrush that I wish was a lot cleaner than it was when I used it. This paintbrush is of no significance, although it made it green, which is great when I use the green glitter, but not so great when I use the pink fragments. I just needed it to paint on I was slabbing on this adhesive, you guys, and just kind of making a mess. And it was okay because I could clean it up. It really didn't matter because I was going to cover it in more adhesive and glitter. So I stacked each letter 4 layers of 110-pound cardstock high. Then I slathered it with even more adhesive. I mean, I really was liberal. And then I tried to clean it up inside the letter because I did want it to still look like a U or an H, but I wanted that glitter to stick as well as possible. So I really was generous with the adhesive. And then I used that micro brush off camera, of course. Everything was off camera right here. I'm so sorry. But look how shiny it is. It's very shiny and pretty. Once I coated one whole Hugs die cut word with green chunky glitter, I went back and covered it with more green chunky glitter. To do that, I used a highly evolved, very technical process of adding more adhesive. Just really adding a lot of adhesive. And then, of course, coating it with even more chunky glitter off camera, of course. And then I did the exact same thing with these pink fragments. These are not shiny. These are a matte finish. They look like shards of paper, like someone was ripping up paper. To me, That's amazing. Because I'm a paper lover and sending a paper anything to my friends would go over really well, I was really excited to use this. And I would like to say that as of the recording of this voiceover, I have both of these cards in plastic baggies. That's how I store my cards. And so I would see any glitter that had fallen off of the cards, and there isn't any. So I used enough off camera. I'm going to use Gina K grass green for a sub-sentiment for the pink hugs. I think it needs a little something. I am prepping my cardstock with my embossing buddy powder bag, whatever, and using Gina K Watermark ink on grass green Gina K cardstock. I'm going to heat emboss this using Simon Says stamp, white embossing powder, and then taking my Wagner heat tool to it. That was weird. I had to do it twice because the first time I was a little bit overzealous with the sending there. I gave it a little bit too much pressure. Then I'm using my Fiskars Wire Guide paper trimmer to cut it out into a strip. Now that I think that my hugs are dry, we're going to line it up. This is the negative piece that I cut the words from, so I'm just using it to align the letters as straight as possible. It didn't really work because you'll see in my final photos that the G is a little bit off. It's not quite in the right spot, but this helped me. It could have been way worse. I'm doing my best to try to justify it with that glossy heart that is there. I swear it's there. It's behind it. You just can't see it, and it looks fabulous in real life. So I spent a great deal of time tapping on it to see if it was really adhered well, and it is. I would still probably put a piece of bubble wrap on the front if I were mailing this to my friends. I did pop up that sentiment strip with a piece of foam tape. I have to say, chunky glitter is much easier to clean up. So I really love how these cards turned out. I think they look great. The glitter is definitely falling off. The more glue you use, the less that's going to happen. So eventually it'll stop falling off. Hopefully it'll make it to the recipient in somewhat like this form. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me making some cards today. Please go visit Sara Scraps and her YouTube channel. Enjoy her. I love her to death. Thank you, and until next time. If you cannot wait until next time, you can follow me on social media.